Chiefs found themselves something in L'Jarius Sneed that they weren't quite prepared for. We're going to take a look at him today. Welcome back to RGR Football. My name's Ryan. This is me going rogue on the Chiefs and the NFL. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to go through some of the film on L'Jarius Sneed to see what he did against the Chargers that really got him on the map nationally now that he is the guy that is leading the NFL in terms of interceptions. If you haven't subbed yet, give that a look. Hit the like, the sub, and the bell notification so you know when something new comes out. We're going to take a look at a number of plays here, ending in, of course, the biggest play, the interception, which I don't think has gotten the proper amount of respect as to how that play went down. It's going to be very enlightening. So we'll get started here on a play that really shows what he's about as a player. This is exactly what I saw on film from him back when he first showed up on my radar, back before the draft. And this is Keenan Allen circling up here. He's going to come in motion. This is Sneed awaiting him at the bottom. And they are looking at a single high up here. Sorensen's going to motion as well. And as they get rolling through, you're going to see this move. And it's just going to be telltale that, hey, Sneed's going to go one-on-one with this guy. And they're not worried about it. They're not nervous about it. Instead of following him all the way across the field when he was aligned in the slot, Sorensen attaches to the outside of the line. He's going to be a force player. He's now going to be responsible for this running back. And Sneed is going to have the number one receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers one-on-one. And as we see, it's going to get a good stop. He gives a stab step. And he's going to come inside hard on Sneed. Sneed's going to get his hands on him right there. Enough. You can see how Keenan had to stand up a little bit with that one. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. We're going to see that again. And you'll see how he kind of gets stood up right there with Sneed's hands on him, continues to ride that contact and be right there as the ball is delivered. Now that's intimidating for a rookie to do. Not something that you see every day from any rookie that comes up into the league and really has to face somebody like Keenan Allen, who's got not only the reputation, but the skill set. You're going to see the same thing come in from this backside. As the ball's delivered, you see Sneed's right there in contact and makes the play. This second play for Sneed on Allen again is going to give you another idea of what the physicality that Sneed brings to the table against Allen, who showed you just on that first one that he can drive inside and make a play on a long, tall rookie with some speed. But now they're going to go back to the outside. As Allen comes off the line, it is clear that this is going to be a battle this day with these two. Little contact, and Sneed's running with him, but the stop is what gets him. Keenan Allen's one of the best route runners in the league, and particularly in the AFC West. And you can see the separation that this garners him. As he turns, comes back to the ball a touch. If that ball's on the money, he might be diving inside. But the point is that for Sneed, he's right there again to make the catch, keep the gain from going for a big gain. And this is, again, early in the game where he's trying to get used to the NFL. Here in the third play, we're going to see Steve Spagnuolo throw a couple of monkey wrenches at the Chargers. This is going to be an interesting play in that right now it looks like they're aligned in man coverage. You've got Tyrann Mathieu here on the inside of Sneed. You've got Dan up here. You've got Juan Thornhill up at the line of scrimmage, and looks like single man high. And as you see the play unfurl, Spagnuolo is going to send you for a loop because this is actually a deep zone over the middle that L'Jarius Sneed is going to be responsible for. He's going to come a very long way. As this play gets rolling, take a look at it, and you'll see just how far he has to roam. He's diving deep and now makes the read, comes across, and hits Allen in the middle. That is not an easy thing for a rookie to do. This is not something that is natural, but it shows you the changeup in the style that Steve Spagnuolo wants to play. And slowing it down a little bit, we will see the same play in a way that gives you a better idea of what they're trying to do. This is about pressure, and this is about disguise. This is going to be a 4 under 2 over the top. As Tyrann's coming in here, this route right here, if either of these receivers is running an out where they're trying to do a sail over the top to Sneed or something like that, that's what Dan Sorensen's responsible for. He is coming directly down the line of scrimmage. And if this turns into an 8-yard out, he's got this man. He's going to try to turn with him and get upfield, but he's settled down here. Now you see there are 4 under coverage. There are 2 guys over the top. Unfortunately, there are 3 receivers. This actually could have been better placed and put the ball in a position that the Chiefs would have had a lot more trouble with. But at this point, you can see that Sneed has a vantage point into the backfield, and he also has his eye on Keenan Allen here. As the other defenders have slowed down and taken their zones, he's reading where this ball is going to be delivered as it comes out. And now he knows it's on its way. He is racing to catch up. As Tyrann Mathieu is playing the front half of Keenan Allen, Sneed is playing the back. He comes in, makes contact, and again, stops the play from going for extra yardage. This is the play that capped the day for L'Jarius Sneed in his second game as a rookie in the NFL. And it's really pretty extraordinary. You didn't get to see this from the broadcast view. You didn't get to see how this play actually occurred and what all L'Jarius did to get this job done. This is going to be a zone coverage. He's going to be responsible for an underneath shell here as Dan Sorensen is dropping back into one of the two deeps. Juan over on the other side, Mathieu underneath. This is going to be a cover 2 high, and he is going to drift off as Sorensen takes on the passing route of Keenan Allen. But that's not all. As we see this roll forward, a little bit of motion gives you an idea that as Sneed backs off, that tells Herbert he's got a zone. He's not riding him all the way down there. He's letting him come inside, and Sneed is staying out wide. So that gives a clue. At this point, they're ready for the snap. And what we see here is a pretty direct takeoff. Sorensen's already into his back pedal. He's going to get that eaten up pretty quickly. And as we see, the route takes off, and Allen is taking direct aim at that gap between the two high safeties. Sneed is diving down here for his outside zone and takes this back, releases maybe on a delay, or you get some other kind of drag coming across into his zone. But now he realizes that is not going to happen. He's not going to have a receiver. At this point, Dan has turned his hips and is taking Allen across the field. He is going to drive on him. L'Jarius is still backing up and paying attention to what the quarterback is doing. The front's done a great job, and they have sprung loose, and they've gotten some pressure, and now Herbert is flushing. As we see what's going to happen, you have Juan over the top here. You have good coverage here. You have Dan in front of Keenan Allen, and that's going to make Herbert pause. As we see right here, there's a good triangle around. The two deep linebacker drops. We have Tyrann over here, and we have Dan right here. Right now, this looks like there's nowhere to go with the ball. And thankfully, that isn't exactly how he continued to process it, because as Herbert is rolling out, Allen understands that he is cordoned, and he's bracketed over the top. He's going to make a change. As he does, he makes a cut underneath Dan Sorensen, who over-pursues the play, not keeping force on it. And here, Herbert knows that he's got an idea. This is Sneed. He has already recognized the possibility as Keenan Allen changes his route and comes underneath. Sneed is coming from beyond the hash mark to drive over to where this route is going to end. And as we watch it go through, we'll slow it down just a touch more to see the progression. The ball is not out. He is still driving for Keenan Allen. His head is directly at Allen, and now Herbert has just let the ball go. And as it flies, this is L'Jarius coming underneath, playing the ball, not playing the man, and making that grab. It's really dramatic from the other point of view as well as we see it come in. I'm going to let this roll from the other angle as we see how it progressed, because right now, as the route starts, this is where it changes. And you can see Keenan Allen is driving still to the left, and now he makes the realization, cuts inside. The ball is about to be let go just as he clears that. And you can see he's already made the cut. He is driving towards the end zone. Herbert sees it and is getting ready to deliver the ball. And where's L'Jarius Sneed? He is not on the screen. This is why you didn't see it in the broadcast, and that's why it's such a remarkable play, because he's coming from so far over on this side, he's not on the telecast at this point, and he's not even in the All-22 end zone cam. As it's delivered, you see it float, and while Dan is fighting to catch up, you see L'Jarius coming in here, paying specific attention to the ball, not to Allen, and taking it straight away. Now, I want to back up real quick, because the other thing, I've been asked to look at Taco Charlton, and this is a great rep because Taco's actually the guy who provides the pressure to get Herbert out of the pocket. This play doesn't happen without Taco Charlton. And you're going to see the stutter step and the inside move that he puts on that gets the whole play to fall apart for the Chargers. Just a 2-amp stab inside and off to the races. Now, he over-pursues it a little bit. Now, we have to give credit to Justin Herbert, too, because he's a pretty good athlete. But at this point, the rounding has to occur. Taco's still driving a little bit too laterally and has to get downfield, and he gets run away from. And that's all right. He'll learn from that, and he'll get better. But this, again, sets up this play. And that, my friends, is it for me today. A play that I really enjoy watching and really enjoy seeing the progression for L'Jarius Sneed as he has become a player the Chiefs can rely on, at least so early. There were bound to be a couple of growing pains going forward, but he's somebody that they're going to have on the field and they're going to have available. I will continue to do this. Dan will have some offensive film review. I appreciate you guys watching this one. If you're not subbed, hit the like, the sub, and the bell notification, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more, and subscribe to RGR Football.